So, you're thinking about buying a home in British Columbia. That's awesome, but let's be real. It can feel like a total maze, right? A mountain of paperwork, a ton of confusing steps. It's a massive decision, and honestly, it can be super overwhelming.
So, where do you even begin? I mean, do you just start scrolling through listings online? Or hitting up every open house you see? Well, the real first step might not be what you think, and that's what we're going to do here. We're going to break this whole thing down, step by step, into a simple roadmap so you can feel confident and in control on the path to getting your new keys.
Okay, so we're going to tackle this in 5 main stages. First, what you need to do before you even start looking. Then, the hunt itself. After that, how to make a winning offer. Then comes the super important due diligence period. And finally, closing the deal and actually getting those keys in your hand.
All right, first things first. This is the groundwork. I know it's tempting to jump right into looking at beautiful houses online, but trust me, before you fall in love with a place, you got to get your team and your tools lined up. This is like the foundation for everything else.
Okay, the absolute first move you should make in BC. Hire a real estate agent. And I mean an agent to represent you, the buyer. They have what's called a fiduciary duty, which is just a fancy way of saying they are legally required to protect your interests, not their own, not the seller's. If you try to go it alone, you're dealing with the seller's agent, and their only job is to get the best deal for the seller. That quote on the screen says it all. Without your own agent, anything you say can and will be used against you. Seriously.
Okay, team's in place. Next up, money. This is a big one. There are 3 key things you've got to get in order. 1, really understand all the costs, because it's not just about the down payment. 2, take advantage of some awesome savings tools out there. And 3, and this is a biggie, get pre-approved for a mortgage. That way you know exactly what your budget is before you even start looking.
So, what are we talking about when we say costs? Well, yeah, there's the down payment. But on top of that, you've got the property transfer tax, or PTT. You've got legal fees for the lawyer or notary who handles all the paperwork. That's usually around $1,500. Then there's the home inspection, which you absolutely want to do. And sometimes your bank might ask for an appraisal. Put it all together, and it can add up to thousands of dollars, so you have to plan for it. But hey, it's not all scary news. There's some really great tools to help you save up. The big one right now is the First Home Savings Account, the FHSA. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. It mixes the tax-deductible contributions of an RRSP with the tax-free withdrawals of a TFSA. It's an absolute game changer. Plus, you can still use the good old RRSP Home Buyers Plan, which lets you borrow from your own retirement savings for the down payment tax-free. Okay, your agent is on your team, your finances are getting sorted, now for the fun part. The hunt is on. But, to avoid just endlessly scrolling and getting totally overwhelmed, you need a plan. A clear mission.
And the best way to do that is to get clear on what you're actually looking for. I always tell people to make 3 lists. First, your must-haves. These are the non-negotiables, like the number of bedrooms or a specific neighborhood. Second, your nice-to-haves, the things you'd love but could live without. And third, your deal breakers, the absolute no-way items. Doing this first will focus your search like a laser and help you decide fast when you're out there looking.
But let's be honest for a second. The reality is, you're probably going to have to compromise on something. It's just how it goes. That's why the next step is so important. You have to rank your must-haves. You have to ask yourself, okay, what's really number 1? Is it the size of the place, or is it the location? Knowing your true priority ahead of time will save you so much stress and indecision down the road.
So you've done it. You've found the one. It checks the boxes, it feels right. It's time to make an offer. And here's something a lot of first-time buyers don't realize. A great offer isn't just about throwing the most money at it. It's way more strategic than that.
Yeah, think of your offer like a package deal. It's got 4 main parts. There's the price, obviously, but then there are the dates when you'll complete the sale and take possession. There's the deposit amount. And then there are your conditions, or what we call subjects in BC. And all these pieces work together. For example, a seller might actually take a lower price if you can give them a closing date that works perfectly for them. It's all about finding what they value.
And they accepted your offer. That's huge. Congratulations. But okay, deep breath. The deal isn't done just yet. Now you enter what is maybe the most important phase for you as a buyer. It's called the due diligence period. Basically, it's your official homework time. This whole phase revolves around those subject conditions we just mentioned. Think of them as escape clauses in your contract that give you a set amount of time, usually about a week, to really dig in and investigate everything about the property. The deal is not final, it's not legally binding, until you're happy with what you find and you remove those subjects.
So, what are the usual subjects? Well, you'll have one for financing, to make sure the bank gives you the final thumbs up on your mortgage. You'll have one for a home inspection, where you bring in a pro to check the place out from top to bottom. If it's a condo or townhouse, you'll have a subject to review all the strata documents. That's where you find out about the building's finances and any upcoming problems. And you'll have one to review the property's title. These are your safety nets. They protect you.
During this time, you and your agent are going to pore over a super important document called the Property Disclosure Statement, or PDS. This is where the seller is supposed to tell you about any known problems with the property. You have to read this thing with a fine-tooth comb. And I'm not kidding when I say this one piece of paper is the source of so many real estate lawsuits in BC, so pay attention to it.
Oh, and there's another layer of protection just for buyers in BC. It's a mandatory 3-day cooling-off period. It means even after your offer is accepted and everything seems to be moving forward, you still have 3 business days to just change your mind. For any reason at all. You might have to pay a very small penalty, but it's a powerful tool to protect you from making a rash decision.
Okay, you've done your homework, you're happy with everything, and you've removed your subjects. Now, the deal is firm. It's happening. You are officially on the home stretch. So let's talk about the last few steps before you get to pop the champagne.
You're going to hear 2 dates mentioned a lot now, the completion date and the possession date. They sound similar, but they're different. The completion date is the legal day. It's when the money changes hands and the property title is transferred to your name. You legally own it. And here's a pro tip. Your home insurance has to start on this day. Then you have the possession date, which is usually a day or 2 later. That's the fun one. That's the day you get the keys and it's officially move-in day.
So in those last couple of weeks, you'll basically be working through a final checklist. You'll go see your lawyer or notary to sign a big stack of final documents. You'll sign the official mortgage papers with your lender. You'll set up that home insurance to kick in on the completion date, and you'll call to get your hydro, internet, and all that stuff set up for move-in day. A little bit of admin work here makes the whole thing go super smoothly.
And then it's done. Just like that. You've navigated the entire journey, you walk up to your new front door, you put that key in the lock, and you hear that click. The place is yours. So the only question left is, what's the first thing you're going to do when you step inside?